Mr. Richards has a dollar amount in his head for that total amount, but the federal money that we receive is not just for Title I, it's also for other kinds of programs, EIA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I would doubt that the state, which is also dependent upon federal dollars, would go that way. It's my understanding that Arne Duncan has put forward two different caveats that would have to be in place before he would support what California wishes to do. And Rose, do you know what those two are? No? Okay. We can get back to you. But there are two conditions that Arne Duncan, who is the Secretary of Education at the federal level, said he would not approve it as is, but only if there was a guarantee that the state would do X and or do Y, would he allow it to happen. And I don't have that committed to memory, and I wouldn't want to, replicate something that wasn't accurate. But there would be a big problem if the money was withdrawn.
Do you think that the state would permit school districts to consider the testing independently of the state?
The state is the one that has the contract with the test providers, and I don't know if school districts could independently access those tests from the test providers, and the state is the one that pays for it. And so if we were doing it independently of the state, then we would have to pay that price ourselves.
The reason I ask that question is that during my educational experience as a child, I attended a school that refused to accept federal monies. I recognize now what those federal dollars would have made in a difference in the education of the students of that community at that particular time. So I would hope that our state looks carefully at the decision that they may be making in regards to that, because that would really affect the educational program that we would be able to offer to our students, because the mandates won't go away.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayo. Mrs. Oakes?
Well, I had the